remember her being gentle and affectionate with you?
She was never gentle and affectionate with me. Like I said before, I mean, I felt that she hated me, and that's what she told me all the time. I was in the airport with my little brother. I was like, I don't know if I was 5 years old. And I was there with all the luggage with my mom, and I had my brother either on my knee or sitting next to me. She's just left. And I called after her, and she just left. And I waited by the luggage with my brother, and she was lost in basically the people that were shuffling around, and she just disappeared. She was gone for a long period of time. I don't know, I was panicking. I wasn't sure whether to go try and find her after a while, or I was take my brother with me. And I just decided that if I left the luggage, my dad would find out, so I just stayed there. And seemed like an amazing amount of time later, she came back. You know, my brother was crying, and I didn't want to say anything, so I just didn't say anything. She was very reactionary, and she could try to hit me or just yell and scream or go off, and I really never volunteered something like that. Yeah, I went to shopping malls with her all the time. She would leave, and my brother and I, sometimes we would just stay in the car. I remember being in the car while she shopped for hours.
What age?
Till I was about 10 years old, 11 years old. We went in between the cars. And then a lot of times she would bring me in, and then she would get lost. We would be following her around, and she would be walking quickly, and she would just leave a store and go into another store. And I would try to keep track of her and play with my brother. These were big malls, and I rarely could find her. I would look, and then I would go back to the same store and hope she would come back. The storekeeper would ask a suspicious question, "Where's your mother?" Because I was only like, I was under 10 years old, and I would not have an answer. They would come pick me up. This happened at lots of different malls. They would come pick me up, and we would just wait there.
When you say we, is this you and your brother?
My brother and I. I would say my name, and they would page my mother. And always, she would wait until she was done, and then she would pick me up on the way out. Anywhere from an hour to she would shop for a few hours, and I would know we were going to be there for a long time. I was very scared. They were making fun of me, and I just wish that my mother had come back sooner.
How many times do you think that happened?
It happened a lot of times, but I don't really know how many times. But
More than 5?
Much more than 5.
More than 10?
More than 10.
How would it make you feel all these times when she was late?
I just felt that she didn't care.
Would sometimes there be punishment for things that you didn't know what you had done wrong?
Yes.
And you talked before about your mother's tantrums or rages.